Hey everybody, Steven here, and today I'm doing an unboxing video for the Corsair ST100 RGB headphone stand. So I got this off Amazon. I don't necessarily need a headphone stand, but I have the Corsair HS70 here, so I figured I want to stick with some of their products and just test them out and do some unboxing videos here. And the draw for me with this one is it actually has two USB expansions off of it. So with that, instead of taking one up on my PC, it's actually going to free it up, and then I can plug in my wireless dongle here on this one and then still have another USB port so I could charge my phone or anything like that. Now, this is $69.99. That's a hefty price tag for a headphone stand. The draw here being that you do get the two USB ports with this, and then you actually get a 7.1 surround sound input as well with this. So if you actually do have a wired headset, you can use that option and it'll still output that 7.1 surround sound with this. Now this actually has the RGB with it too. I mean, take it or leave it with that. I think with this it's just gonna spruce up your desk area if you need that. I have plenty of RGB lighting. I don't necessarily need more with this, but I think it's just one of those things. It's a little bit of the flair, and this is supposed to be premium quality with this. It's an aluminum constructed and iconic design combined to create an ultimate display for your headset. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and see what we get with this. And like I said, here's the HS70 that I have here. Curious to see how that looks on top of this. Pretty basic. I mean, doesn't need a ton of room with that, right? But inside the bag here, warranty guide. Curious to see what the warranty is with this. It's a limited warranty. We'll have to comb through this to see how long that actually is, because I'm not seeing it just right off the bat with that, but it does have a warranty and a hefty quick start guide. I mean, this little booklet here has a lot more pages than I would think. We have multiple languages, that's why. It only really has 3 pages for how to get this set up. Outside of that, we have our USB port here that's actually going to connect your PC to this so that you can then use that expanded USB, and it's the 3.1 with that. So you have dual USB 3.1 inputs. All right, let's get that pulled off of here. There we go. All right, that is it. I mean, it's heavy. It's got some weight to it for sure. And simple. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It does have the rubber bottom to it, so it's not supposed to slide, which is awesome on my autonomous desk here, because this thing is actually really, really slick if it doesn't have something like that. So on the right side here, we have the 7.1 surround sound auxiliary input, and then you have your USB input here, and then we have the one on the top. So in terms of placement, I mean, for right now I can only really think to put it here. I've been looking at getting a longer desk because at this point I'm pretty cramped on this thing, and potentially actually just making my own top with this. I saw random Frank P do that, and I'd keep my autonomous base and then I'd make my own top. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up, and we'll get some footage here with this sitting there. I do like that placement actually, but we'll get this thing set up and rolling, and we'll show some footage of it so you guys can get a look, a feel for how it would actually look on your desk, and we'll get some things plugged in as well. All right, so we're all set up. Quick, easy, painless. Simply plug in the back plug. That runs to your computer. The cord is pretty long with this too, so you have plenty of length to that. And once it was all plugged in, pulled up the software, so you have to have the IQ software. I just went into the light settings, tried to tweak that. It didn't let me do it. It said I needed to enable SDK. Went to the settings, I updated the firmware, and actually I don't have it enabled, I have it disabled, and then it started working. So you may run into problems with that. But the cool thing is, once it's up and running, what I do like about the Corsair software is, in terms of light customization, there are a ton of options with this, right? And you can create your own custom ones as well, but predefined: spiral rainbow, rainbow wave, color shift, color wave, color pulse, visor, custom, static color, solid, gradient, ripple, wave, and then lighting link. You have spiral rainbow, rainbow wave, rainbow, color shift. You have all those other ones. And then you actually have temperature too. That one's interesting. And then type lighting as well. So there's a lot that you can do with this, which I think is really, really cool. In terms of the lighting too, we have the bottom, and we actually have the logo itself. I didn't realize that was going to light up. I like that. And I have the headset dongle plugged in right here. I did test the other USB port as well. I looked at some photos and everything off of my SD card reader here, imported some videos, worked fine, and then I actually plugged in my Elite 2 controller dongle, and then I played some games. Didn't have any lag or anything like that, so that worked really, really well. I would say my one complaint with this though is I wish that they actually had a wireless charger right here. They had that QI charger right here, so I could just simply place my phone. I think that would actually justify the price point. Which, outside of that complaint, that's really going to be the big thing with this, is I think their $70 price tag puts them outside of the market for a lot of people. Like, this is really meant for an enthusiast. So with this, I think if you're an enthusiast, you're probably going to buy the headset stand. But like I said, the 70 price tag, that's still, it's pretty high. I mean, there's a lot that you can buy for $70 with this. So these were $70, my wireless headset was. So something to actually consider with that. If you are an enthusiast, I think it's worth it, right? And you have the desk space and you're needing something and you really want to highlight your build, I think this is a great buy. But if you're not an enthusiast, you're probably going to look this over and be like, no way. I actually have a headset holder right here. This goes to my Philips one. This one actually is like $12, and this actually just attaches to the desk here. Plastic, easy. And that actually puts that underneath my desk so I don't see it. I just grab it and put it on, where I'm not actually highlighting this as part of my build. This, you want this on display, right? So at this point, I'm running out of desk space too, so it's a little bit crammed in here. Thinking about actually extending all of this, and I think that will make this look even better. Where right now, it's almost like I have so much RGB on this, it's just like bleeding into everything. But I do like the look. Like I said, really for the enthusiast. I like the 2 extra USB ports on it. I do wish it had the wireless charging with it, but can't do anything about that right now. It does have the USB, so I can actually still just put the lightning cable with that and still charge my phone that way. But that is going to be it with this video. I am going to put this a link for this in the description, so if you do want to check this out for yourself, you can do that. But I want to hear from you guys as well. Do you think at that $70 price tag, if you are an enthusiast, is it worth it or is it not? Now, if you're not an enthusiast, I already know you're just going to comment like, waste of money, dumb, duh, like you're already going to be of that mindset with this. And I would agree with you. If you're not an enthusiast, you're not going to want to mess with this. But if you are, what do you think about this? Especially if you're really wanting to highlight the look of your build. So that is going to be it for this video. If you like the video, hit the like button for me. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. Thanks so much for watching.